Mr. Chairman, instead of stopping the stupid spending, Democrats attack the guy who's exposing it. I think the taxpayers of this country would just as soon we stop spending their money on dumb things. Like what was the example from USAID? Some transgender comic in Ireland spending money on Bert and Ernie and Big Bird on Baghdad TV. I think they would prefer we not do that. Democrats believe it is the career elected bureaucrats who are supposed to run the country. We don't think that's the way it's supposed to work. We actually think it's the people who put their name on a ballot who get elected by we the people who make the decisions. And the guy who got 77 million votes on November 5th says he wants Elon Musk working for him.
Why is it that every time someone exposes wasteful government spending, Democrats go after them instead of fixing the problem? That's exactly what's happening with Elon Musk right now. Jim Jordan just put Jerry Nadler on blast, daring him and the Democrats to do something simple. Stop wasting taxpayer money on ridiculous projects. Instead of fixing the problem, they attack the people exposing it. It's time to hold them accountable. Watch as Jordan breaks down the nonsense spending and why Elon Musk's work is revealing just how deep the corruption runs. Let's dive in.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, holding a hearing today on, quote, reining in the administrative state is a bit like rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. As we speak, Elon Musk and his band of near teenaged accomplices are systematically working their way through the executive branch, knocking down agency after agency, while undermining the rule of law and shredding the Constitution along the way. Musk and his team have unprecedented access to our most sensitive and personal data. They have gained access to extremely sensitive tax information at the IRS, highly restricted government records on millions of federal employees and their families from the Office of Personnel Management, and personal data related to health insurance plans, workplace safety and health investigations, child labor, and more from the Department of Labor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Instead of stopping the stupid spending, Democrats attack the guy who's exposing it. I think the taxpayers of this country would just as soon we stop spending their money on dumb things. Like what was the example from USAID? Some transgender comic in Ireland spending money on Bert and Ernie and Big Bird on Baghdad TV. I think they would prefer we not do that. Elon Musk is exposing in the federal government exactly what he exposed at Twitter when he purchased Twitter. What did we find out there? Big government was pressuring big tech to censor Americans. And you don't have to take my word for it. We had the Twitter files. Oh, and we also had someone else in big tech send a letter to this committee and tell us exactly what they were doing. Mark Zuckerberg said the Biden administration was pressuring us to censor. We did it. We're sorry. We won't do it again. Told the whole world that in a letter to this committee. So Elon Musk is now doing that for the federal government. We think that's a good thing. And to understand the fundamental difference the left has with us conservatives. Democrats believe it is the career elected bureaucrats who are supposed to run the country. We don't think that's the way it's supposed to work. We actually think it's the people who put their name on a ballot who get elected by we the people who make the decisions. And the guy who got 77 million votes on November 5th says he wants Elon Musk working for him, the elected member who heads the executive branch working for him, every bit as much as the federal employees, the people in Treasury who are supposed to have all the answers, or in USAID who be the career officials, working for him to expose stupid things our government is spending money on. And the Democrats are going to attack that guy? Go ahead. Go right ahead. But we know the real consequences of having this administrative state, these bureaucrats run things. We got two witnesses here who've lived it. Miss Wade and Mr. Smith. They're here to tell about how that had impacted their business. So I appreciate the chairman having this hearing. This is exactly the kind of hearing we have to have. And I appreciate the work the president and his team are doing to expose the stupid things bureaucrats spend the hard-earned money of the people we get the privilege of representing. I yield back.
Gentlemen, at the end of the day, this isn't about politics. It's about common sense. Stop wasting our tax dollars. Stop attacking the people exposing it. Start holding this government accountable. Jim Jordan laid down the challenge. Will the left take it? Probably not. But we're not letting this go. Jim Jordan isn't just talking, he's fighting for the American people. While the left tries to distract and attack, he's staying focused on what really matters, stopping wasteful spending, holding bureaucrats accountable, and making sure your hard-earned money isn't thrown away on ridiculous projects. He's exposing the truth, calling out the nonsense, and refusing to back down. That's exactly the kind of leadership we need in Washington. So the question is, do you stand with Jim Jordan? If you do, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share this video. Let's make sure every taxpayer in America knows what's really going on. The fight isn't over, and we're not backing down.